Are we rolling? Are we rolling? You didn't tell me that we're rolling. You gotta do the 1, 2, 3 in the little. I'm kidding. There is no one else here. It is just me. I will show you my setup. This is my setup. There's no one else here. It's really just you, me. That's about it. This was my attempt at like a little funny intro thing. I don't know. Anyways, all right. Take 2. Let's just forget about that. Let's just start over. Welcome back, everyone. I'm here in the Magical Treehouse. I'm at the Adirondack Vacation Base, and my heart is just so full. It is, yeah, I don't even, it's amazing. I've been here for, I don't know, 2 days, and it feels like I have gained some lifelong friends, and it feels like I've honestly been here for like a month. It feels like I belong here. It just, everything about it, this place has just sparked something inside of me, and I am extremely grateful that I have been able to come here, and I'm so excited to kind of show you guys my experience the past couple days here. And you know, first off, Bob and Sheila, the owners of this place, have put so much of their life into this, their blood, their sweat, their tears, and it shows. It is abundantly clear how much they care for this place. And yeah, this spot is like, this spot's called the Magical Treehouse, but like, and I mean, it is, this treehouse is incredible and such a cool design and so well crafted, but like, this property as a whole just has this energy to it. It has something about it that is just, it just makes it so special. So I'm so excited to kind of show you guys around and take you with me and show you what I got up to the past couple days here. So, you know, I like, I mean, look at this coaster. It's not gonna focus, but it's so cute. And the mugs, I mean, everything about the spot. Anyways, this treehouse was actually built 20 years ago, which is before the time of like treehouse masters or anything like that. So it was kind of way ahead of its time. And I mean, it's a legitimate treehouse. It is built up into this tree, and actually, it's kind of crazy. And the tree that it was built on was actually struck by lightning, which evidently killed the tree. And you know, they had to pretty much fortify it and, you know, make it strong enough to still hold this treehouse, which is kind of crazy. And I mean, there's still a tree growing up right through it. You can kind of see it, but they had to like chop off the top half, and they used the other part of that tree for this chair by a fire pit. So this treehouse was originally built, Bob and Sheila said, for their kids, and you know, part of the deal for it was that their kids and had to help. You know, anytime Bob and Sheila were going to work on it, the kids had to be there helping. So that's really cool. And they said they built it in a summer, and you know, most of the wood was harvested right from this property. And you know, you come right up this spiral staircase, and you know, just the spiral staircase in of itself is just so cool. I mean, first of all, spiral staircases, epic. 2, the wood used for like the individual stairs, so cool. And then they have these lights that come, you know, right around it, and this spot just glows in the evening time. And you know, you come right in through the door, and it's got this hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll say hexagon, potentially octagon. I just can't count right now. But anyways, it's got this cool little shape, and you know, it's not much to it. It's mostly just a spot for you to, you know, rest your head, even chill if the weather's bad. But they've got, I mean, you'll see this thing right next to me, the most beautiful bed frame that they built themselves. And again, wood right from the property. The headboard right here, you can see it. I mean, you can't see it from here, but like, it is amazing. And you know, the little structure pieces right behind it too are actually like, they were chewed off by beavers from whatever tree that they were on. You can actually see the little gnaw marks. And I mean, that's just so cool. This spot, it just feels so natural, and you know, you just feel so connected to the nature because there's so much of it around. I mean, you know, you have, first of all, you have a giant tree growing up right through the middle of it, but just like all the wood used in it, like even that shelf right behind me over there, individual pieces of wood used for that, and like there's just so much natural wood in here, which I love, and tons of windows, as you can see. I mean, they're just all around, so you're washed over with this natural light throughout the day. The sun rises over there and just goes, it's beautiful in here throughout the day. And yeah, so I mean, they really, spiced it up enough that you can dwell in here if need be, but like when you're on this property, you won't want to be in here. There's just so much to do here, and the beauty is just endless, it seems like. And then also, I think you'll notice one of my favorite aspects of it is they have like a library in here. They have all these open shelves with tons of books in here, and some really cool seating arrangements that just like look out right into the trees. And that's one of my favorite aspects about tree houses, is that you look out into the windows and you're in the trees. You're not looking at the ground or anything else. It's just, you're in the trees, and that's just like the coolest thing ever. So they've got tons of seating, and they have this nice little table right here. You can read, you can journal, you can sip your coffee, and they also have this like nice little balcony porch area, which again, like the craftsmanship in this spot is just immaculate. They have like these little like branches just so well crafted into it, and yeah, I don't know, it's just the coolest thing ever. And I don't want to spend too much time talking about the treehouse, even though I could, because it is just an absolute masterpiece. But they have now an electric fireplace and have insulated the walls and ceilings, so I stayed here at the tail end of winter, early spring, and it stayed perfectly warm in here. So they're really making improvements so that you can come stay here year round and won't have a problem with the cold. I'm not sure how my hair's looking, but whatever. Might be time for a haircut soon. Maybe. Probably not. Yeah, maybe like a trim. Anyways, focus, Ethan. So yeah, let's start talking about the property and the owners of the property. Bob and Sheila are two of the kindest, sweetest souls that I've ever met, and they have so much love for their property and what they're doing, and it just emulates from them. It just shows. I mean, yeah, their enthusiasm just overflows from them. I mean, I've spent a lot of time with them the past 2 days, and I'm so thankful for that, because one, I learned so much about syrup making, a lot more than I knew, and I grew up in New Hampshire, so I at least know about syrup making, but I got like an in-depth tutorial on it and saw a lot of the process, and like their process is so different than a typical process. It's all hand harvested from the trees. There's no plastic tubing, there's no machinery, it's all a wood-fired stove. I mean, the quality control that Bob does with it is insane. I mean, talk about dedication. Absolutely wild. But, I've just been able to spend some time with them and hear about the stories from this property, and like how everything here has a use, and how much they care about the land that they're on and just the earth in general. And it is so refreshing. It has been a breath of fresh air being here, literally. And yeah, and they even have this dog, Denali, that I've got to hang out with a bunch. She's followed me on the hiking that I've done around the property, going down to the bog, just hanging out with me, and being such a fun companion. So if you come here, you definitely have that to look forward to, amongst tons of other things. I mean, I don't know, I feel like I'm not going to be able to adequately describe my experience as best as I should be able to. There was just so much to it. I mean, just hearing about everything that they've done and everything that they do. They have a couple different accommodations. They have everything from like primitive camping, you can go set up your tent in their woods, and there's fire rings and whatnot. And they also have a lean-to, which obviously, they built everything here themselves and used almost everything from the property. And I was talking with Bob, and talking about being green and living with intention. Carbon sequestering is a huge thing, and something that people don't talk about is, as much as forests, like having a forest full of trees with leaves that sequester the carbon from the air and produce oxygen, one of the better ways to sequester that carbon is actually using wood from the property and preserving it and building with it. Because then, I mean, you're not burning the wood, you're not leaving it to decay or decompose, which again releases that carbon into the air. You're preserving it for hundreds of years in these buildings, which keeps that carbon out of the air. So that was something that I've learned, one of the many things that I've learned in these few days since I've been here. But yeah, so that's really cool. But so they have this like lean-to that just overlooks this valley of trees, and like I got a cool little snippet of the Milky Way rising over, which I woke up at like 1:30 and then 3:30 and then 6:30 to capture the sunrise there. So I have definitely been awake for far too long since I've been here, but I don't even want to sleep here. There's so much to do and explore. And then they actually have this chalet. It's Camp Hatteras. In the chalet, I haven't got to go in it. There are guests in there, but I got to kind of peek around a little bit, and it looks beautiful. They have so much going on here, and you know, like I said, they've got cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, hiking trails. There's a river, and they have mountain bike trails as well. And Bob kind of went around and showed me a couple of the trails, and I filmed some snippets of them. And first of all, impressive. I would have wiped out on that first turn. But yeah, there's just a lot here, and it's just such a cool property. I got here 2 days ago, have not left, have not wanted to leave, do not want to leave at all. I kind of want to just like lock myself in here, just lock it in here, never leave. They have this kitchen and dining area for the treehouse itself, because there's no kitchen in here, that I cooked up some pancakes with some syrup, obviously. Hello there. Guess what we're making this morning? Pancakes. Oh yeah. Especially because here they bottle their own syrup. They gave me a smaller bottle too, and you know, they almost want to call it sipping syrup because it's just such a refined taste. And like, I'm from New Hampshire. I know good maple syrup, and this is probably some of the best maple syrup that I've ever had in my entire life. So yeah, so we are making pancakes today. Let's get it. And I actually cooked over the fire as well, because I think food just tastes so much better over a fire, and there's a beautiful fire pit, so might as well, right? And for those of you asking, yes, there is a bathroom with a shower with running water, literally like 50 steps outside the front door, probably not even. So your own private bathroom, your own private shower, so everything you would need for the treehouse, you have it. That was a good one. Yeah, and you know, talking with Bob and Sheila and kind of getting to know them and like what they hope to gain from this, and how much they enjoy it, and how much they enjoy meeting the guests and talking with the guests. And you know, they talk about how they want, you know, stays here to be informative, have all these teaching opportunities. Like Bob was teaching me how to, you know, properly use a map and compass, and yeah, there's just so much here that you can learn about, and it is seriously one of the coolest spots that I've ever been to. I don't know why I haven't explored the Adirondacks as much as I should have, but this spot, if you're in New York, if you're in the Northeast, come make a trip here. Definitely. I mean, you will not regret it. I can absolutely guarantee that. It has just been an absolute delight, and I cannot thank Bob and Sheila enough for having me here and just hanging out with me and talking with me, and you know, just everything. You know, I'm just overflowing with gratitude for this experience. It has seriously been such an incredible time here. I've had a smile on my face like the entire time. Even waking up at like 1:30 and 3:30, I just walking through the woods and hearing how quiet everything was. It's been magical here. It has been so magical here. And it feels like I've gained a couple really good lifelong friends, and I hope to come back and visit them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else that words can say. I will link their website and Instagram down below. Definitely check them out. Definitely check them out. I mean, seriously, I am not joking. Serious face. Come check them out. You will not regret it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've had a blast here. Definitely holds a special place in my heart. So, but yeah, that's about it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. And cut.